Hey guys, it's Core Ross and welcome to Busting Rainbow Six Siege. Today we are myth busting Crimson Heist. And also note that it is not Operation Crimson Heist, it is just simply Crimson Heist. So maybe that's the end of operations in Rainbow Six Siege. Now this video is dedicated to all the changes that are coming with the new season. But I've already got a dedicated video out on Flores, so if you enjoy watching him get busted, you can go check that out. And I'll have another future video which is going to be going over the future changes that are currently in the test server right now, but are not coming with this season, and I tested them to see how they affect the game. But that'll be the next Mythbuster episode. Anyway, let's get on to the testing. Mute can jam claymores. Now of course Mute can jam pretty much everything on the attacker side, all the way from drones to Blitz's shield even, and all the way up to like exothermic charges and stuff like that. But he's never been able to jam claymores until now. So Mute has put one of his jammers on the other side of the wall from this claymore, and he's actually going to jam it. You can see the sparks coming off the claymore, and he can just jump out freely, which is of course amazing and completely changes how you might play Mute. And also remember, you don't actually have to be the one doing the runouts. You can actually just run around and help your roamers if you want by putting down extra jammers at windows kind of part way through the map, and they can just jump out whenever they want. So yeah, this is pretty amazing. Big change for Mute. Changes his entire playstyle, but certainly it is confirmed. The Gonne-6 destroys bulletproof gadgets. So no surprise here, this is confirmed. The Gonne-6 can destroy bulletproof gadgets. I literally wonder if there was a Ubisoft meeting where they went, what do we call this thing? And they went, well, it makes bulletproof gadgets gone, and we have 6 in the name of our game, so why don't we just call it the Gonne-6, add in an extra N there just for the hell of it, and there we go, brand new weapon. Mute can jam AIRJABs. So just like the Claymore jamming, this works exactly the same way but with AIRJABs. So again, for putting these on windows and such, then you can jam them. It might be a little bit harder if it's in say a corridor, but otherwise, again, this is pretty good, and the range on the jammer is pretty big, so you can easily jam stuff within it without having to get yourself in too much of a threat. So yeah, that is again confirmed. The Gonne-6 has bullet drop. So some gadgets in the game have a bullet drop and some don't. So Ash's breaching round, that flies straight no matter the distance. But Zophia's one does arc, Capital's bow's arc, and of course the Gonne-6 looks a lot like an Ash breaching round, just miniaturized. So I went ahead and tested it on the runway on plane, and I got a really cool kill cam, which was awesome, but no bullet drop whatsoever. Now I did also go ahead and compare the speed of this projectile to Ash's and Zophia's gadgets, and I was surprised. I was expecting to see a carbon copy of Ash's breaching round. However, interestingly, the Gonne-6's projectile actually moves faster than Ash breaching round and actually matches the speed perfectly of Zophia's, even though Zophia's has pretty significant bullet drop over distance. And of course, when we're talking the actual speed of this projectile, it is a little bit faster than Ash's and it matches Zophia's, but in real time, you can't notice the difference whatsoever. It also should be possible, although I've not tried this because you simply get one shot per round, and I didn't want to reload every single round to try and do it, but you probably can shoot it out of the air if you are lucky. It should be possible. You can do that with an Ash charge, so I'm assuming you can probably do it with this, although it is a significantly smaller target. The Gonne-6 can be captured and destroyed by WAMAI's magnet. So here's an example right here of the magnet grabbing the Gonne-6 shot and taking it out. Now of course you could say that this is countering WAMAI by being able to capture, but it's definitely a downside of the Gonne-6, and that is confirmed. The Gonne-6 can destroy frost mats. Now what I wanted to test here was whether or not I could actually take the frost mat out without direct line of sight, because this thing's got a blast radius that's pretty small, so I was curious if I could just walk up to a window, shoot like a nearby surface, and actually take the frost mat out. And I was surprised to actually say, yeah, it worked. I was able to destroy the frost mat and then enter the building. And it's the same thing as well. If you shoot at a deployable shield, you'll take out the frost mat behind it. Now, of course, with Glass here, I could have taken frag grenades, but taking the smokes on him is more useful, I think. So actually having the smokes and the Gonne-6 on Glass is quite a good combo. So certainly good for taking out frost mats and stuff like that. So that is confirmed. The Gonne-6 can be countered by Jaeger's active defense. So just like with WAMAI, Jaeger will grab this as well. And of course, because it has one shot, that does kind of suck. But I guess you could shoot it in, take out the Jaeger and put it into cooldown, and then throw in, say, a smoke grenade after that. So you could use it to, actually be a useful thing. But certainly Jaeger does counter the Gonne-6. Now I did say that I assumed that they've copied a lot of the parameters over from the Ash Breaching round into this new weapon, but they did change a few things like it not being destroyed by electrical effects, and also it will detonate on players as well. An Ash Breaching round will hit a player and actually fall off and not detonate, whereas one of these Gonne-6 will actually detonate on a player. So you can get a really cool kill cam, but remember it does something like 10 damage, so they're going to have to be very low for you to take them out, but it's certainly possible. So that is confirmed. So the Gonne-6 is basically a mini Ash charge, but what about electrical effects? Because that will destroy an Ash Breaching round, but what about a Gonne-6? Well, amazingly, it doesn't get destroyed by electrical effects, and I like the fact it's a little bit different from the Ash charge. So yeah, this is confirmed and it can be used to take out electrical barbed wire and such without any problems. Now let's talk about a secret change that is currently on the test server, and at first I thought maybe it was a UI bug, but it's still on the test server as of the time of making this video, and that is that you can actually tell when an enemy player is in the down but not out state, so in the injured state, and this is really good tactically for letting you know what's going on with the enemy team, or potentially really bad because the enemy team is going to know one of your guys is down and might rush in at that point. So yeah, in the actual top bit where you have the icons for players, it has their health bar underneath, and of course on the enemy team you can't tell what the health of the enemy is. However, now you can tell if they go down but not out, which is a big bit of intel to have. So that is confirmed and it's on the test server for the moment. Might be a bug still, but certainly that is a secret change that we've not seen yet in the patch notes. The Gonne-6 can be reloaded. Now of course the Gonne-6 has a single shot. You spawn with a single shot, there is no way to pick up more ammunition in multiplayer. However, you can check out some of the artwork actually done for this weapon. So it was Kit Grand who actually created the aesthetics for this gun, so the 3D model, the textures and all that. And he put up some artwork on his portfolio and really nice high-res images if you want to go check them out. But one of them shows it reloading. Now of course there is a way to actually get more ammunition in Rainbow Six Siege, and that is to play Terrorist Hunt and use one of the ammo boxes. So I was kind of thinking, is there a hidden reload animation in the game that I can actually see that you normally wouldn't be able to see in multiplayer? Well, I was really happy and I thought, let's put up some Terrorist Hunt, found an ammo chest, and I fired off my single shot from the Gonne-6, used the chest thinking, this would be sweet, might get a little sweet animation in here of like this gun being cocked and reloaded, and no, the bullet just magically appears inside the weapon without it ever being opened, which is a real pity. But presumably, of course, if they want to buff this weapon in some way and give it 2 shots or something like that, they might well add in this reload animation. But as far as I can tell, it's not actually available in game, and unfortunately that means this myth is busted. So there we go guys, that is a rundown of changes coming with Crimson Heist, the next season of Rainbow Six Siege. Like I say, I've already got a video out on Flores, and I'm going to be releasing in the future very soon a video going over the future changes that are currently on the test server that might make it into the game next season. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, I'll catch you next time.